I'm an actor, been here in LA for about 16 years now. My parents are Liberian, so I'm first generation American.
Yes, this guy was arrested by the FBI. This is very concerning. FBI arrests consecutive actor for taking part in January 6 protests.
Hi, my name's Siaka Massaquoi. This is my story. I'm an actor, been here in LA for about 16 years now. My parents are Liberian, so I'm first generation American, and I was born in Rochester, New York. I grew up with my mom and my younger brother. I grew up extremely liberal. I was also told people in the South are super racist and they'll hang you. Be careful. I was also told do not go into rural areas because then no one will find you and then you'll be lynched. Be careful. This is what I was told in the 90s about the other side and about this country. Because that's the ideology I was raised in. Old white men initially, you're racist. And then I find out that wasn't true. You had these young black boys and black girls looking for an answer. And you got Oprah telling them, oh yeah, it's white privilege. What country in the 80s would allow a fat black woman to have a daytime talk show that now she is one of the richest people on the planet? That was here in America.
Yes, he is now paying for being a consecutive, especially being a black person. This man sent this out. If you have watched our Californian Move to Texas series, then you are already familiar with Saka. You know how funny and talented he is. But he isn't just a talented actor and friend of the Babylon Bee. He also happens to be a Trump supporter and he is being punished for it by our government. As Sika was returning home from a trip to Nashville for the Daily Wire latest premiere, the FBI was waiting to arrest him and charge him with crimes related to his presence at the Capitol on January 6. I could not believe this when I heard it. This political persecution can be allowed to continue. Please join me in supporting our friend Sika and his family by donating to his legal defense fund. They have set up a GoFundMe, to support him. They arrested this man in front of his wife. They took the child, gave the wife, and took him to prison. This is concerning. When I look at what is going on, and especially being a consecutive nowadays, is frightening. They keep doing this on a daily basis. When I look at the video, they are choosing this. He did nothing there. He's present.
Going on in this country, and how maybe just maybe this is some form of intimidation, right? An intimidation tactic, right? To show that, hey, we're still going after, these people who, made the mistake of going into the Capitol. They had no clue that this would be the result of, going into the Capitol in which, in some cases, people were just let in. Right. And this is what we talk about when we talk about examples of people who peacefully were in the Capitol, okay, who were just let in, who were just there, and we're using all types of crazy resources going after them. Right. When again, we've had left wingers go into the Capitol, okay, and protest, and you don't see the same type of persecution happening to them. It's pretty crazy. On January 6th, Massaquoi went to the Capitol after attending a rally. Video shows the extent of his involvement. Siaka's North Hollywood home was raided in June 2021 by about 20 agents armed and outfitted in tactical gear shortly before 6 a.m.
Yes, I decided to play this so you can get his own point of view. Sometimes I don't want to put videos like this because commentators, put in a lot of energy. So give him credit, for sharing his thought, pertaining to this situation. It saddens my heart to see what is going on.
Is proof that a lot of the people that have been arrested and charged and sentenced probably maybe shouldn't have been. I'm hoping what happens from this is that lawyers can use this footage in order to get those people out of jail, maybe get a lot of the charges dropped, could possibly gear up for a lawsuit. It's also showing how this was probably more than likely an inside job. That's Nancy Pelosi's daughter, who is a filmmaker. There are a lot of people that have lost faith in Mike Johnson, and I kind of was one of them almost out the gate when the first thing that he said when he became Speaker of the House is that we need to stand. And I was like, dude, are you Mike Johnson has kept all of his promises. No more aid to Ukraine, and he hasn't. He also hasn't gotten a package sent to Israel either.
So something has happened in the last couple of hours. One is that Fani Willis in Fulton County, Georgia, has asked for the trial to be set, I believe, on August 5th in that case. What's fascinating about that is it suggests that she thinks that the documents case in Florida is not going to happen at all before the election because there's going to be a hearing on that in March about whether to move it. I do think that the federal trial on election subversion charges is going to happen in March or April at the latest, and I think we will see several months of a trial. I don't think people have quite gotten their heads around what it's going to look like when there is the potentially the presumptive frontrunner for the Republican nomination sitting in a courtroom every day. You have to attend as a criminal.
Yeah, in March or April.
In March or April for many, many weeks going
forward. And this is the classified documents case?
No, that's the J6 case. That's
the January 6th case.
That is the January 6th case before Tanya Chutkin in Washington. And
I have a lot of videos I've seen, though I don't post on this channel. They don't do like this. He talked about intimidation. That can be true. They will just want people to know that, you might be joking there. We have you on our list. We are still out to arrest people, so don't be feeling free. Now they're doing the same thing. If this man was a Democrat, I believe he would not get this kind of treatment. You should all know what is going on. I said something at the beginning of this video, like being a conservative, especially a black person, is funny to these people. They see you like you are insane, like you don't know what you are doing. That is how they see you. A lot of people have often said this to me, but I always ignored. Like when I read through the comment sections of most of my platforms, what they say about me, like, is this guy okay? I get all type of insult, for sharing consecutive thought. There is nothing absolutely like I can change my mind the way I look at things, no matter how you insult me. Before I started doing this kind of videos, I did not just see how people are creating YouTube videos, reacting to videos, jump into it. I sat and observed, like, is it what I actually like? Is it how I like life to be? I had to take a pattern and observe, then choose that pattern. Reasons I put this video out here for about 3 years, though often been suppressed. But I don't care. If I have one person watching me on a daily basis, I'll be happy. At least I have one audience. I cannot say how many times I've been suppressed on this platform. I could have been very big. Yeah, for the length of time I have been here, but if you check, just around 52,000 subscribers. We all know what is going on. If I was a Democrat, things might be different, though I don't usually like to blame people for my predicament when I'm failing. I like to observe my life, like, why are you failing? Then I move on.